What up, what up, what up? It's your boy Dave B. You watching DaveBeyondTV, where we go beyond the everyday bullshit that people be consuming on a day-to-day basis. And right before, you know what I'm saying, before we head into work and shit like that, I wanted to go ahead and make a video, you know, getting back into the flow and shit like that. You already know what it is. But for the most part, moon is currently in Cancer, you know what I'm saying? So we left the moon in Gemini. We know that the moon in Gemini was creating a lot of conversations going on, especially with this Libra energy. Now, one thing that's significant about this Libra season that I'm noticing is, you know, there's a very clear line between, you know, a lot of this energy. See, now, the main thing to focus on is that we're dealing with this grand cardinal square. So there's a lot of learning on what it is that we need to initiate and how to stand on our own, basically. It's like standing on your own 2 feet, learning how to back up, or I won't even say that far. It's more so, you know, the cardinal energy is about initiating something new. So right now we're going through the trials, tribulations, frustrations, and all those energies of how to actually spark something new, how to actually change our life, how to actually, it's one thing to have ideas on what we need to improve upon, Virgo. It's one thing to, you know, have different visions on how we want to see things and where we want to go with certain things, you know what I'm saying? Like even talking about Sagittarius, it's different. It's different coming to conclusions on how we want to think, you know what I'm saying? Thinking more clearly and trying to figure out the intellect that is going to help facilitate our character and who we truly are and how we're going to move that. Talking about Gemini, you know, going into Cancer and stuff like that, how to feel about that. And it's another thing to when we talk about the Pisces and to have a dream and imagination in the faith to support you standing in your individuality, but to actually step into those different things, to step into that individuality, to step into your feelings and what's comfortable to you and make that shit comfortable, Cancer, for you to step to play the position of the boss, to take over the role, take the power and control over a situation, aka Capricorn, and actually initiate what makes sense to you and what you know you need to build on and what you need to put restrictions on and things of that nature, for the sake of getting to your goal. You know how they say, like, nothing, you can't get what you want without some kind of form of sacrifice and things of that nature. And that's kind of what Capricorn provides and its insight into that area, you know what I'm saying? Restrictions and things of that nature, or what we need to put an end to or put a boundary on for the sake of what it is that we're reaching as a goal, or where we're striding and heading towards when it comes to you know, the real practical things in our life. And then the other energy, and then when we talk about Libra energy, you know, the energy before that, all the things that we were polishing in Virgo season, making certain things work, it's another thing to actually put that shit into action, to actually initiate that mindset that actually puts you in the mode of externalizing everything that you was trying to figure out and organize in your mind back in Virgo season. We were doing a lot of polishing to our character. Now it really is about stepping into that power, but see, not before we go through this extremely frustrating time of learning what it even means to really initiate things, to learning what it means to be on our own, to have our own mindset, to decide for ourselves what it is that we want to do. And you know what I'm saying? Because with all the cardinal energies, you know, let's look at the planets there. We got Pluto, first of all, finna go direct. We got 5 days until Pluto goes direct in Capricorn. 27 degrees. Shout out to Solar Systems. Go ahead, check him out on IG and check out his live he did, kind of breaking this energy down. But Pluto going direct is really taking all of those things that we know we needed to take power and control over and bringing them right to the surface. So a lot of things that felt like we couldn't quite get to the next level with, here it is right in front of us. But a lot of these things come with associated fear with them, and that Pluto energy is also going to be trying in a little bit, like energy wise, with Lilith and Virgo. So again, we're still dealing with that Lilith energy, making us kind of question what it is our role in the world even is. And the confirmation that we experience on a day-to-day basis is supposed to give us the inspiration to continue on with whatever it is that we need to do, even if it seems like something that is so out of reach. The thing is, as this energy starts to continue, as we continue to deal with this energy, it's kind of like dealing with real heavy gravity, right? after a while, your body starts to adjust to it. So you start to become stronger in ways that you didn't even realize. You don't realize until you come back to normal gravity, and then you're like, oh damn, like so much more I could do. Like for instance, working out in the water, that resistance that the water provides. And when you get up out the water and try to, like, say you doing running drills in the water, you running in the water, so much resistance on you, you get out of that water, all of a sudden, boom, you know what I'm saying, you 10 times faster and stuff like that. And it's like, it feel crazy to you. So that's kind of what this direct energy gonna feel. Right now, we're in that space of extreme resistance to everything around us, and us having to still come up to the plate, and us still having to apply that same level of willpower and willingness to go forward. See, this is everything that we was talking about why it's so important to build up energy during the spring and summertime, because during the fall time, you're not going to have access to the same things. It's really more so about what you've already accumulated and your ability to access that energy on demand, and being able to put that into action and put that into play at a time where you need it. You know what I'm saying? Your back is against the wall. It's dark outside. Nobody's in your corner. It's just you, yourself, in what you got on you. Or what you got in you, I should say, not even what you got on you. Everything else falls to the wayside. So it's like, what are you, who are you at that point? Libra is a much more raw energy than people realize. It's an energy that, again, it's like, what are you when you strip down? What value do you actually provide to a situation? And we all have to access that. And that's part of what the new moon is going to bring us insight on, because that's what we leading up to as well. This Pluto going direct and us going through this cardinal square, even though we'll experience it. But see, right now, the moon in Cancer is kind of triggering a lot of this, where we're being open to the facets of our sensitivity and understanding certain things when it comes to our emotions and feelings and what we know to be what we believe to be true. You know what I'm saying? Cancer is it's a very close to home. We're reacting and responding to our comfortability, but we're having to communicate and come up with new ideas on how to basically relation. So we're relating to we're having to come up with new ways to relate to our comfort zone, basically. So we're in a completely new space at this time. The old things that made you comfortable no longer make you comfortable. We're learning through these transformations that we're going through and the different power and control that we're taking to situate our life in a better way on a physical level and on an internal level, but still Capricorn-like. You know what I'm saying? So the realistic aspects of your life and how you're putting things together, how you're organizing things in your mind, how you're structuring your life mentally. Those things are coming into play. We're trying to learn how to balance these different things so that we can achieve some level of comfort, so that we can get to some space of actual resolve. And see, the moon is going to pass through Capricorn during its later degrees. And I'm probably going to make another video kind of going in on that specifically, because I only really got like 9 minutes before I got to go in. But that energy is at play. And then you got, of course, the what other energy is it? Aries energy, Chiron there, dealing with mistakes. This whole experience going through the opposition of mistakes, old ways, in our spiritual path and where we're supposed to be headed versus where Mars is. Mars is bringing up a lot of frustration surrounded by old memories, old things, like South Node type things that we feel are low-key holding us back. And this is in Libra. So a lot of the relationships, we're going through a lot of trials and tribulations with old relationships, and just trying to come up with a whole new way that we can relate to these different things so that we can find some semblance of what progression means in our life. We're trying to pick up the pieces and put it together as to what is transformation for real in my life, and what do I need to learn in order to stand into that shit and not keep dealing with the same thing that got me backed into a corner. How can I overcome this type of shit? But it's deeper than overcome. It's more so you just ironing out a lot of the kinks and stuff like that you couldn't quite get a hold of at earlier times in your life. You know what I'm saying? Now you actually got the awareness to see what is going on, what's working, what's not, but on a way deeper level. At this point, we're all in the process of taking control of our life. Again, this cardinal energy is putting everybody in that space where it's really like, fuck you. It's about what I can put into play. Everybody's kind of on some, you know what I'm saying, like kind of tunnel vision view in a sense. But we in a time where we still got to figure out how we can relate. But first comes relating to yourself, and then we can talk about relating to others. So, you know, everybody's pretty much going through that process, needing to relate to themselves first on a better tip, that way that we can provide something of real value to whatever we're engaging with externally and stuff like that. But like I said, I'm gonna go way deeper into all this shit. I just wanted to make this quick video. You know, again, I gotta make time for the shit that I'm trying to do. So, you know, I'm just out here trying to lead by example. If you got something you trying to do, make the time for it. Deal with the punches. Go through what you got to go through, but always make time for your shit and what it is that you got on set as far as your intentions as a spirit. You know what I'm saying? So much love, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.